We are exploring. Today, Camp Nelson Confederate Cemetery in Cabot, Arkansas. Let's go and have a look. Here we are at the other end of the street we came in, and there's the gate to Camp Nelson Confederate Cemetery. The graves in this cemetery date back to 1862. Camp Nelson Confederate Cemetery. Let's have a closer look. There's an obelisk there in the back. Oh wow, ding dong, that's the bar that locks the gate there. Let's walk towards the obelisk and the flags down there at that little plaza. In 1862, there was a camp nearby, Camp Nelson, where Arkansas and Texas Confederates camped out. And I counted roughly 400 graves in this cemetery here, but about 1,500, as a matter of fact, from that camp died and were buried around the hills here in this area. All graves are graves for unknown soldiers. Let's walk over to the obelisk again. The three flags you're going to see there are the flags of the United States in the center, the flags of the Lone Star State, Texas on the left, and the natural state, Arkansas, on the right. Camp Nelson Confederate Cemetery. It reads here, "In memory of unknown Texas and Arkansas Confederate soldiers, Act of Legislature approved May 11, 1905. I counted about 400 graves here in this cemetery. There are the flags, Texas, United States, and Arkansas. And there it reads, Confederates. It's a Confederate cemetery, and 1,500 people died altogether. But there was no battle nearby. There's another Confederate battle flag. There were altogether 3 different flags, apart from the popular one, with the cross, the blue cross on the red ground. That one we've just seen was the 3rd flag of the Confederate States of America. As I said, I roughly counted 400 graves, but 1,500 died. But there was no battle here. Thousands of Confederate soldiers from Texas and Arkansas camped at Camp Nelson, and that camp was stricken by disease, which killed 1,500 people. Some were buried here in the cemetery, others were buried in the hills around. The camp was named after General Allison Nelson, who himself became a victim of disease and died from it. It is impressive. I always like the symmetry of how the gravestones are aligned in these military cemeteries. Established in 1862, the cemetery was soon forgotten and neglected, and over time completely overgrown. Until in 1981, a group of local school teachers and students restored the cemetery to its old shape. It was rededicated in 1982. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. See you next time.